Has your adult child ever said that you are the reason that their life is falling apart? Maybe you've heard things like, you ruined my childhood, or you're why I can't trust anyone. Those words cut deep to a mom, especially when you've spent your life loving them, praying for them, and trying to do the best you could. I want to unpack what's really going on beneath these accusations because it's not always what it seems. So today I have 4 points for you, so let's dive right in. Number one is the blame shift. It's almost a trap. So when guilt can become a weapon, it serves no one. When an adult child blames you for their unhappiness or for their own failures, maybe even their decisions, it's often a way to avoid accountability. Logically, I think you probably know that, but it's a lot easier to say, you're the reason I'm like this, rather than to face the pain of their own choices, or maybe just bad choices. This is called blame shifting, right? It's a defense mechanism. We've all done it at some point in our life, but it's rooted in emotional immaturity and shame. And so you might find yourself constantly explaining, defending, replaying the past in your head, wondering what you could have done differently. I call it the woulda, coulda, shoulda. And we all have a list that we have gone over a million times. But honestly, the more you defend yourself, the more you feed the guilt that they're handing you. If they can keep you feeling guilty, then they don't have to take any responsibility. So they're offsetting it to you. But your healing is going to begin the moment you decide to not carry a burden that isn't yours. How powerful. Number two is the emotional manipulation. That's a cycle. It's a cycle of guilt, shame, and control. So when you hear things like the emotional manipulation itself could look like you never supported me, you always made me feel small, or you're the reason I can't trust or love anyone, you're the reason my relationships don't last. Many times those types of statements are not about truth, they're about control. And adult children who have not learned emotional responsibility sometimes use guilt and shame to pull you back into old roles. You become the rescuer again, like you were when they were a child. You're the peacemaker. You're the one trying to fix what only they can fix. This time it's different. So you have to recognize that this is not about blame. It's about freedom for you and for them. Freedom to stop explaining and stop over-functioning and start protecting your own peace. If that is you and you've been stuck in this pattern, trying to make peace while carrying all the blame, I want to personally invite you to be a part of something new and powerful. Beginning in 2026, I'm launching the Sally Harris Show right here on YouTube and on the podcast. This is where we're going to talk to real moms about real stories and real healing. It's where we're going to walk through the hard stuff together, faith, healing, and finding the courage to rise again. I am looking for moms who are brave enough to take that next step, moms who want to volunteer to come on the show for a private coaching conversation, to get some clarity on what's happening with your adult child and what is your next best step. You don't need to be on camera, but your voice will be there and it will be public on YouTube. It will be pre-recorded and then it will be posted. So if that is you and you're good with all of that, you can email us at team@sally-harris.com and we will guide you through the steps. And if you'd prefer a one-on-one conversation, you can schedule the heart-to-heart consultation with me. That is for those that are ready for actual coaching, group coaching, one-on-one coaching. So it's not just to talk about your current situation. It's to determine if my coaching is a good fit. All that information will be found in the show notes and description below. Number three is the verbal abuse connection. When blame turns toxic, blame doesn't stop at words sometimes, and it can become emotional or verbal abuse. And I know some of you are dealing with that. It's constant criticism, sarcasm, even name calling. It feels like you're walking on eggshells because you are. And every time that you try to make peace, the goalposts move again. You can't win. And you're not going to win that. That is not love. That is a cycle of control that maybe your child has over you, or maybe it's the other way around. But recognizing this doesn't mean you stop loving your child. It means you start loving yourself enough to stop accepting mistreatment. Boundaries are not punishments. They're protections that give both people space to heal. And I want to encourage you, if that is you, first of all, if there's any physical abuse, that is there's no excuse for that at all. You need to remove yourself from that situation immediately. Verbal abuse can be just as painful. And so I encourage you to get the help that you need to be able to navigate that and redefine that relationship for at least this season. And lastly, number 4 is protecting your peace. What do you say when you're blamed? You can even just say to them, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm not responsible for your choices as an adult. They're blaming you for them losing a job. They're blaming you for their relationships not working out, right? I want a healthy relationship with you, but not one that's built on guilt or blame. You can be loving, you can be firm, you can have compassion for their pain without carrying the blame. And then as you walk in peace, even if they're not ready to join you there yet, they're going to see that. They're going to see it. You're going to model it. And most importantly, it's going to give you freedom and peace to be able to move forward in your own life. So I hope that helps you today. If you're interested in the Sally Harris Show, you can contact us. Check the show notes again and the description below. Or if you want to book a heart-to-heart consultation, you can do that as well. I look forward to speaking with you. God bless.